If you are ready to talk about vitamin D, stay with me. Hey everybody, I'm Charlotte and this is The Daily, where we talk all things skincare, fashion, fitness, and nutrition. And there has been sort of a, buzz, if you will, about vitamin D lately. There's a lot of research being done. They're finding out new benefits to taking vitamin D and having enough vitamin D each and every day. I'm discovering that I really need to get some sunlight, and I'm gonna tell you why. I think for the last two years or so, I've been just really avoiding the sun. And anytime I went out in the sun, I have just slathered with sunscreen. But that's kind of what I do these days. In my youth, I saw a lot of the tanning bed, I saw a lot of the sun, so I probably wasn't vitamin D deficient, to be honest with you. But there is a happy balance. It is really important for all of us to have enough vitamin D. It keeps your immune system strong, it keeps your bones and muscles strong. You don't get sick as often, respiratory infections as often. It helps with the absorption of calcium and phosphates, which keeps your bones strong. It is just essential. I mean, there's so many other things that they're still researching that it can benefit, but for now, if it's just the bones, I would take it. If it's just the bones, I would make sure I was getting enough. There are certain people that are at risk, people that have a vegan diet, because most of vitamin D sources are found in animal-based foods. People that do not live close to the equator and they never see the sun, they would be at risk. If you have darker skin, the melanin acts as a natural sunscreen, and it makes it more difficult for your body to absorb the UVB rays from the sunshine. If you walk outside and you are covered from head to toe with clothing and you don't ever expose your unprotected skin, you could be at risk. As we get older, it's more difficult for our bodies to produce those receptors for the sun to absorb into. So that would be a risk. So if you use sunscreen, you walk outside in shorts and t-shirt and you are slathered and covered in sunscreen, the sun isn't able to penetrate your skin, so you could be at risk of having low vitamin D. There are also medical conditions, Crohn's disease, cystic fibrosis, celiac disease, and other conditions that could make it more difficult for your body to absorb vitamin D. There are certain symptoms that you can watch out for that can help you detect whether or not you're vitamin D deficient. And those symptoms include getting a full night's rest and feeling tired and excessive fatigue throughout the day, just not feeling rested. If you sweat excessively and you're not really exerting yourself, if you feel like you're getting sick, you're getting colds, you're getting the flu, you're getting respiratory infections, those are reasons why you'd want to call your doctor and ask him to check your levels to see if your vitamin D is up to par, because it can also benefit your immune system, and you want your immune system strong, and you want to feel your best, and you want to stay healthy. So if you can, go ahead and get those levels checked. The best way to get your vitamin D3 is through the sunshine, the UVB rays. Now, vitamin D isn't called the sunshine vitamin for nothing. I'm going to recommend this site to you, and it's called D-Minder, and it's an app that helps you to calculate the amount of time, depending on your skin type and tone, that you should be in the sun unprotected. And it's not a lot of time. So for someone like me, with really fair skin, I would be spending about 10 minutes in the sun every other day, unprotected. That would be arms and legs showing exposed. For darker pigmented people, it would be more like 30 minutes a day, 4 times a week, unprotected, arms and legs showing. But I will recommend that app. I think that that would be a more accurate kind of way to calculate what's best for you. A good way to get your vitamin D is through your diet. Some of the foods that you could incorporate in your diet that would be very, very vitamin D enriched would be oily fish, such as herring, salmon, sardines, mackerel. Eel has vitamin D. You can do eggs and then some mushrooms. They do absorb the sun. They do absorb those UVB rays. So they're a great source of vitamin D. If you like to eat fortified foods such as milk and some cereals and orange juice and yogurt, they've been fortified to have vitamin D in them. That just means that they're added, vitamin D is added in the fish it's naturally occurring in. If you're still feeling like you're not getting enough vitamin D, you can take a tablespoon of cod liver oil and that'll give you 100% of your recommended dose of vitamin D, your daily dose, and that actually has other benefits as well. I think it lowers your blood pressure, decreases your inflammation, and different things that cod liver oil is really good, really great benefits. If you like chicken livers and different types of livers and things like that, there's a lot of vitamin D in that kind of thing. So there's definitely lots and lots of ways to get vitamin D through your food. And then the third way, of course, is the supplements. And just make sure that if you're taking a supplement, you take a look at the back of the bottle, just to make sure that they're not like full of fillers, because you do want the quality vitamin. Remember to take your vitamin D with food, namely fatty foods such as eggs and avocado. And if you're eating like a bowl of oatmeal, just add a teaspoon of like maybe a coconut oil of some sort, send some fat down with that vitamin, because vitamin D is fat soluble and it is absorbed through fat. Also, don't take your vitamin D at night. I just learned that it hinders your melatonin and it can cause you sleep issues as well as trips back and forth to the restroom. So, just a lot of, interruptions in your sleep. Well, guys, that's the end of the video today. I hope you enjoyed it and got something from it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit subscribe and also hit that bell notification just so you'll never miss an upcoming video. Remember to live, laugh, and love. God bless you guys.